Oracle. Tim here from Oracle Investments. How are you all today? So late last night we got the latest Form 4 filings from Elon Musk and Tesla. So we're going to get right into that to discuss what he has sold and what else transpired and how Tesla stock is going to trade. So as all of us saw yesterday, the stock traded on a downward trend all day long, just kind of little by little dipping down. I was assuming it was Elon selling, and of course it certainly was. It looks like he was selling just in chunks over the course of the day like he had been, and he sold about 930 million shares. And then we saw a spike in the afternoon where it shot way up to about 10:15 and 10:30, and I was like, why is that? And if you watch my video from last night, you'll see that I was guessing, I was like, maybe Elon bought back in and bought a large chunk just to get back in there. And as it turns out, by the Form 4 filings, he exercised his options for 2.1 million shares at about $6.24, right around the $980 mark, which is exactly that point where the stock shot up. Some people are thinking maybe it's because that's when the infrastructure plan bill was signed by Biden, but I don't think so, because we would have seen a spike everywhere else. So that had to definitely be it. So he exercised his options, price shot up. But then we saw it still kind of trickle down after that over the course of the day. So what does that mean for trading today? So for trading today, chances are Elon's going to continue to sell. He, again, is kind of staying with that pattern of about anywhere between 600,000 to 1.2 million. So right in that 1 million share range is where he's been selling. So if he continues that pattern, then this whole selling everything within the next 2 weeks will come to fruition. So we'll just keep on monitoring this as the Form 4 filings come out. I will continue to keep you guys updated on that. Again, my strategy is going to stay the same during all of this, and I do see it coming down more. Obviously, a lot of us seeing this trend in Elon's selling pattern is going to make a lot of us take a step back and say, well, do I want to buy the dip now when I know that it's going to continue dropping, or do I want to wait? And the more people who decide to not buy the dip now will in turn create a larger dip. I leave it up to you and how you want to trade this. It may dip further. Signs are pointing to it dipping further. How far down it will go, I honestly don't know. I know there's a lot of people who like it around 950, a lot of people who like it around 900, a lot of people like it around 850. It could hit all three of those places and kind of have a little battleground and fight its way through. Whether it breaks it or not, I don't know. So I'm staying with my strategy of investing $10 for every percent it drops and $10 every day regardless, just so I don't have to worry about, am I going to miss the bottom or not? And then for those of you out there thinking, well, I'm going to wait, that's great. And you can time it and say, well, I know Elon's going to be done selling like the day before Thanksgiving, so that's the day I'll buy back in. Not a bad strategy, because obviously that's a lot of selling pressure that's going to be alleviated and the price will go up. Just be cautious, because there's a lot of other people who are also thinking this, and they may want to jump in beforehand. People may jump in next Tuesday if this is the case, just so that they could stay ahead of it, because they're not trying to find the bottom, they just want to be close to the bottom. So if that's the strategy you're playing, just be careful, kind of monitor yourself, and I'll keep you guys updated on this as to when a good time to buy is, if that's going to be your strategy. And as of really early pre-market pricing right now, it seems like the stock is holding around that $1,000 mark. Chances are, if Elon is selling more today, which my guess is he is, that price isn't going to hold. I have a feeling we're going to break 1,000 again. I think a lot of people yesterday who were fighting that $1,000 mark are going to see the Form 4 filings. They're not going to fight at 1,000, so we'll probably break through relatively easily, and we're just going to keep on dipping down. The things that are going in Tesla's favor today are the fact that we got production numbers out of China a little bit early. Normally we get them later in the month, but it looks like China produced about 55,000 vehicles in the month of October, which that is about a 650 to 660,000 vehicle production rate annually, which then puts them over the 1 million vehicle rate if you include Fremont. So when you include those two, that's 1 million, and then we're going to have Austin and Berlin ramping up. So we're definitely well on pace for a 2 million production vehicle production for next year, for the end of 2022. Now, this obviously bodes very well for us long term. So any of you who are feeling pain in this short term with Elon selling, remember, this is something we knew had to happen, something that was coming, and it's not a negative catalyst for fundamentals for Tesla. It is just actually, honestly, a very great thing as far as an opportunity to buy at a lower price. And even if you don't catch the bottom, that's fine. Even if you bought in at 1200, that's fine. It's still going to go past that. There's so many great things coming for Tesla. So don't kick yourself, just be patient, you'll get back there. And of course, my recommendation is if you are bought in at a higher price, dollar cost average. Bring that dollar cost average down, and then when Tesla stock comes back, you'll be happier sooner. And the last little point I wanted to make today was about the Tesla Semi. And Elon had made a tweet about, neither confirming nor denying the Pepsi CEO saying that they're going to be receiving some Tesla Semis in Q4, but more about the fact that he says, obviously they can't mass produce them because of the batteries and supply shortages and everything. However, they most likely will still get them, which long term is great because they'll be on the road for people to see. And this also means that when companies are constrained, they usually do not go to fringe things and put efforts towards those little fringe things. Like for Tesla, it would be the Semi. They would focus on their core products like Model 3, Model Y, and then getting the S and X up to ramp. But if they're able to still produce the Semi, even in limited quantity, that tells me that they have plenty of supply for whatever they can produce at max production for the S, X, 3, and Y. And if they're able to do that from all of those, including what they see coming up for Austin and Berlin, that bodes really well for this year coming up. And basically, as fast as they can produce these vehicles, they will produce them because they have the supplies for it. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate you being here. Let me know in the comments below what you think Tesla stock is going to trade like today, whether you think Elon's going to sell more, how many he's going to sell. Let's take a little bet here. I'm going to guess probably 950,000 shares. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below, like this video. I appreciate you all being here. We are cruising up in subscribers. You guys are all the best. I will see you guys later tonight to discuss how the stock traded today. Thank you so much. Have a good one.